Alright, so briefly I'm just going to discuss the 6 strings on the guitar. All the guitars that you have should have 6 strings. 7-string guitars are available, even 8-string guitars. You'll even find like 13-string guitars on the internet, but we're all playing 6-string guitars, and those are the strings we're going to focus on. The strings go E, A, D, G, B, E. So let me break that down. Probably the first thing you notice is that you have this low E string. It's your thickest string, so it's going to vibrate the slowest. It's going to produce the lowest pitch. Also, your highest string is also an E string. These strings are 2 octaves apart, and an octave refers to a pitch with the same note name, so E and E, A and A, D and D, but they're separated by 8 notes in between, and every time you go up 8 notes in a scale, you get back to the same note. So for example, we've got E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. That's an octave there. And then again, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. You've got your second octave. So your low E here and your high E there. Those are your 2 octaves apart, but they're both E. That can get a little confusing when you're dealing with 2 of the same notes on the outside, but they function very differently. Clearly, one is very low, one is very high. The next string you have, starting from the bottom going up, is the A string. And this is also called the 5th string. And the D string, this is also called the 4th string. We number our strings 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 is the highest, 6 is the lowest. Now, the A and the D are typically used as bass notes. And when you're playing a chord, which is a series of notes, a chord could be 5 notes, 6 notes, 2 notes, but anytime you play more than 1 note simultaneously, you're creating a chord. The ear has a tendency to hear the lowest note and the highest note. So if I play the note G, or the G chord, your ear is going to pick out this note and this note. A lot of times those bass notes, the lowest note is referred to as the bass note, are going to be located on the 6th string, as in the case of the G chord, the 5th string, like the A chord, and the 4th string, like this D chord. So these bottom 3 notes, the 6, 5, and 4, or the E, A, and D, are going to be oftentimes your bass notes in your basic chords. The next note that you have is the G string, and then the B string. These are your 3rd string and your 2nd string. And the significant thing about the G string, other than the fact that everybody laughs when I say it in class, is that it's one of the 2 strings located in the middle of the set of strings. So the D and the G are the 2 in the middle. And we isolate the G because when you tune a guitar, which we'll learn about next, when you tune a guitar, you are changing the tension of the neck. And if you change the tension on the outside, it's going to have an opposite effect of the tension on the opposite side. So you're going to affect the tension of the strings. If you change the middle, though, you're going to have a nice even change in tension. So that's really important to emphasize, that when you start tuning, you want to start with the G string right here. And then the B string is the 2nd string. It's the 2nd highest string. So let's review again. We have E, A, D, G, B, and E. And the one thing I want you to notice that's really important, and this is often confusing, is that your lowest string, E, is higher up off the ground than your highest string, this E up down here. It's the E, the highest E is closest to the floor. So the way I say it is, gravitationally, the lowest string is up and the highest string is down in relation to, you and the ground. However, when I refer to going up or down a string, I'm referring to pitch. So for example, if I'm on the G string and I say go up a note, I'm actually saying to go to the B string, which seems counterintuitive. That seems like you're going down towards the floor, but you're going up in pitch. So that's an important distinction to keep in mind whenever I'm describing something. It can be a little confusing there.